Señoritas y señores, bienvenidos a otro video para Español 1, Spanish 1, uno. Okay, good. I had to hold that pose so that I can create the title screen for this video. But as you can see, señoritas y señores, it's another El Cheapo video because the reality is my time is so limited these days and I can't have the full-on, $1 million budget production value, slick looking MTV video, Michael Bay production videos that you're probably used to seeing. This is the best I can do for now. Trust me, I'm not very happy about it. I would love to make a more entertaining videos for you, but again, right now it's just a real busy time. You probably see me all cranky in la clase de Español. Look, lo siento, what do you want me to do? Life happens, right? So we'll just do the best we can, and I will try not to take out my frustrations on you. I try. If I do, oops. But again, it's through the power of positivity we're gonna get through this, you and I, juntos, together. So let's get right to what's going on in this video. Thanks once again for checking in with Señor Barbosa for Chapter 4A Grammar. Yeah, Chapter 4A Grammar, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the grammar lessons you need to know for Capítulo 4A. Let's start with the verb ir. All right, so the verb ir means to go. And so let's break it down. Well, señoritas y señores, you've already learned, Señor Barbosa has already showed you that for most infinitives, remember what Buzz Lightyear says, to infinitive and beyond, they end in A-R-E-R-I-R. And so when you conjugate those verbs in the present tense, then you drop the last two letters, you put on a whole new set of letters. Like, for example, for the verb hablar, you take out the AR, and then, of course, depending on who's talking right now, then it's hablo for yo, tú hablas, for tú for you, and so on and so forth. So those are called regular verbs because, there's a strict formula that they follow. You take out the last two letters, you put in new letters, case closed, end of story. Well, for the verb ir, now that's classified as an irregular verb, okay? That's one of a few that you're just gonna have to memorize what it changes to in the present tense, okay? So everyone hopefully by now knows that the verb ir means to go. Most of the time you're gonna have the preposition a, which in this case means to in Spanish, and then wherever it is the person is going. So if you take a look right here, voy al cine, I'm going to the movie theater, where the al is actually two words combined into one. I've already taught you that if you have a and then right after it you have the word el, you gotta put them together and that makes a brand new word, al. All right, so voy al cine. And here's more or less how the verb, to go in English, this is what you say in English, right? So I go, you go, he or she or it goes, we go, they go. Now the Spanish equivalent to all of this is as follows. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the verb ir does not follow the regular verb rules that we've learned in class. So do not try to take the verb ir, the infinitive ir, it's an IR ending verb, obviously, IR. And do not try to remove the last two letters and then put on IR verb endings. No, you're not doing any of that because the verb ir behaves in its own way and it changes into all of this that you see right here. Yo voy, tú vas, usted, él, ella va, nosotros, sometimes nosotras vamos. In Spain, they would say vosotros vais. And then ustedes, ellos, ellas van. So voy, vas, va, vamos, van. Those are the 5 flavors of the verb ir in the present tense, okay? So as it turns out, since there's no formula to how the verb ir changes, then you're going to have to memorize voy, vas, va, vamos, van, depending on who's going somewhere in the present tense in Spanish. All right, so we also use a form of the verb ir, either voy, vas, va, vamos, or van, plus the preposition a, plus another verb in its infinitive, an A-R-E-R-I-R ending verb, so that you can indicate what you're gonna do. All right, so if you're gonna say something to the effect of, I am going to eat, you say voy a comer. If we say something like, we are going to study, you say vamos a estudiar. So if you want to tell someone in Spanish what you're about to do, then that's the formula that you follow, ir. Either voy, vas, va, vamos, van, plus the preposition a, plus whatever action that you're planning on doing. Here's some more examples. I'm going to tell someone, I'm going to go swim. Okay, I'm going to go swim. Yo, of course, talking about myself. Voy, that's a form of the verb ir. Okay, conjugate that. Make sure you conjugate that one. Plus the word a, plus the A-R-E-R-I-R ending infinitive or action that you're about to do. This one you do not conjugate. The first verb you do, the second verb you don't. So, voy a nadar. I'm going to swim. ¿Y tú? ¿Vas a jugar fútbol? And you? Are you going to play soccer? Vas, that's a form of the verb ir, conjugated. A, and then, of course, your infinitive, in this case, another AR ending infinitive, jugar, that means to play. So, are you going to play? ¿Vas a jugar? All right. So, in Spanish, when you want to indicate that you're about to do something, this is a very good recipe for you to tell the other person you're talking to, I'm gonna do this, all right? So, ir plus a plus infinitive, and that is more or less a quick look at the verb ir. That means to go in Spanish, and you're gonna have to try to memorize the various conjugations for the verb ir. So please make sure you memorize them. Next up in Chapter 4A Grammar, we are going to explore asking questions in Español. So who, what, when, where, why, how, and other questions in Spanish. All right? So here's what you got to do. And I'm going to stick with the book just for now. Let me blow it up just a little bit. There it is right there. So there they are, señoritas y señores. In fact, you know what? I'll just go ahead and stay here because I think the book actually does a very good job of explaining asking questions in Spanish. So let's just go ahead and read together, you and I. So you're going to use interrogative words. By the way, the word interrogative, scary word, big word, but that just means question words, okay? So don't worry. So you use these following interrogative words or question words to ask questions, obviously, all right? So here we go. Let's go one by one, and let's see what they are. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo? ¿Quién? ¿Con quién? ¿Dónde? ¿Cuántos? ¿Cuántas? ¿A dónde? ¿De dónde? ¿Cuál? ¿Por qué? ¿Cuándo? Okay, so let's analyze these question words. I gotta let you know that quién means who, con quién means with whom, if you're talking about one person, all right? Be careful with cuantos and cuantas because you're going to use cuantos if you're describing masculine nouns. For example, cuantos libros hay? How many books are there? Because libros is masculine, okay? But if you want to say how many pens there are, cuantas plumas hay? You use cuantas because plumas is feminine, okay? So cuantos or cuantas to say how many, but depending on if what you're talking about is masculine or feminine. Be careful with donde, a donde, and de donde. okay? Because they all mean some type of, they all have to do with where, but very specifically, donde is where something is located. A donde means to where, as in like the destination that someone or something is going to. And then de donde, from where, most commonly, de donde eres, where are you from? Okay, so if there is something or someone coming from a previous destination, where is it or he or she coming from? Okay, so be careful. Oh, look at all these accent marks over these vowels right over here. That's an integral part of the spelling of the word, so please memorize where they go and don't forget to write these accent marks where needed. Por favor, you're gonna have to memorize where they go, okay? And then finally, also, please be sure that you include the upside down question mark if you're writing this out. If you're writing a question on paper, do not forget the upside down question mark when you're asking the question in Spanish, okay? Most of the time when you ask a question with an interrogative word, such as the ones we just talked about, you put the verb before the subject most of the time, okay? ¿Qué come Elena? What does she eat? ¿A dónde van ustedes? Where do you guys go? ¿Por qué va Ignacio a la playa? Why does Ignacio go to the beach? All right? And then this last bit right over here, all it is, sometimes if you can ask a question, but then the answer is going to be either yes or no, then you don't even need to use ask or use one of these interrogative words. You just ask the question, but then you have to kind of higher your voice or make your voice higher a little bit toward the end of your question so that you can let the person that you're talking to know that you're asking the question. So check it out. Ana va a la biblioteca, or va Ana a la biblioteca, or you can throw in the word verdad. Ana va a la biblioteca. Verdad? So, I think that's pretty similar in English, actually. At least that's what I do. Or it could be that we all live in California, and so we're always used to talking like this, even though we're not asking a question. Thank you, Kardashians. Oh, boy. Oh, verdad. That is actually where you put the upside down question mark in front of the word verdad for that last example right over there. Okay, so did you enjoy this last video? Because I really enjoyed making it. Well, actually, no, I mean, it's not the best video because, again, I've been super busy with home responsibilities. So so hopefully the next video, which I think will be a vocabulary video, hopefully I'll be able to make a bit more time for it and maybe up the quality production on the next video. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your paciencia, and thanks for watching this video. So that's it. That's chapter 4A grammar in a nutshell. And so please be sure that you, refresh what we've learned in La Clase de Español with this video, and of course the last video or any other video that I might put up here on my YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I will catch you in La Clase de Español and in the next video as well. So take it easy and adios.